So before we get totally bored, this is the last quick slide what I want to talk about, and then I give you a little bit of a work. So just open up your handout and then be ready with it. What is not ADHD is when someone doesn't have issue with either of these, either with the selective attention, which is about the ability to focus while we are able to ignore the surrounding environment. I cannot ignore it. So if I have movement or noise, I definitely cannot focus and cannot concentrate. The divided attention is the ability to be able to focus on different tasks simultaneously. And the shifting attention is the ability to shift attention to a task without difficulty. The sustained attention is the ability to stay on the task for a period of time. So my first question will be in here. When we're looking at our handouts, there we go. I just open it up for myself because I closed it to be able to share it with you all. So if you're looking through this list, I give you about a good 5 minutes. Which ADHD signs do you have? And then tick on the list. Obviously, if you are diagnosed, we had a couple of inattentive types. You probably know most of your issues in there, but it would be very interesting to know if you have any hyperactivity in there. Do you have both? So I will give a couple of minutes, 4 or 5 minutes for this. If you finished earlier, please just let me know. So we don't want to take up your time. And then we move on to the next little exercise. I want you to take away to understand what kind of ADHD issues do you have, what's related to that. Is that okay with everyone? Just drop me a thumbs up so I know it's all right. I have lots of thumbs. That's great. I think slowly we're finishing the exercise. The 5 minutes will be gone in a minute. So I'm wondering, what did you find? Someone popped in the chat box that they're finding out they are more combined than they thought they are. It can be quite tricky. And also what I'm finding by time, it might be shifting. Maybe when we are children, we might be more hyperactive and we become less hyperactive. In different parts of our life, we might be shifting here and there. If we think about the inattentiveness as something like introverted, living in an introverted way, and then the hyperactivity is more of like the extroverted side of our psyche, then we are shifting between introverted and extroverted side. So it can, yeah, let me see. It can really shift. Let me see what's happening in there. Yeah. Okay. At the end of our handouts, I popped a questionnaire on the different types of attention styles as well. I will not ask to read this through right now, so you will have time to do this at home. But these questions will be able to help you to see which one is more relevant for you and which one is causing more problem. It's just to understand for yourself, because then it will help us to cope and find a coping mechanism. So that will be a little bit of a homework to do this questionnaire. That will be the exercise 7 about the 4 different types of attention. Which one is the most issue for you?